All right. Hello, chat. How's it going? Hopefully well. We're back. We're continuing with the Armored Core 100%. And we're still going through Silent Line. I don't really remember what exactly I was doing because I might have forgotten. I'm exaggerating when I say I forgot, but I might have forgotten about this series for like 2 weeks. So I don't entirely remember what I was up to. I think I got through the campaign though. Like, I think that I was doing hidden parts and arena and like etc. I'm not 100%, but I have like a vague memory of of fighting Ibis. So I think that I got through it. I think I was totally done with it. Hello Lego, Oniket, Stu. Best AC of 3rd gen. From the way that you say it, I'm assuming you include 3.5, you know, as 3rd gen. For me, I do separate them. Even though there's a lot of like asset reuse and stuff, I do separate them because they're very different. Stuff is going to get armored cored. I almost said armor cored. Okay. Percentage wise, we're at 45. Why am I at negative 32k? Why am I in debt? What happened? What did I do? Oh, I was absolutely okay. It's coming back to me now. It's all coming back to me. Bit by bit. Oh man, I'm gonna need to open my full, yeah, give me that. Browser history. Oh, you can select the date? Okay. It was somewhere in like this week, right? Can you control F? You absolutely can control F your browser history. Let's see. I was listening to garage music. I opened the Wikipedia? Why did I do that? Where the hell is this? Hold on. I'm doing this just to like easily pull up my my like hidden part guide that I would have been using. Hold on. Just clicking through. I don't think it's here. What? Okay. You know what? I'll have to find it again. I'll just have to find it again. Ability to accrue debt. I feel like it's one of the more, oh, how do I want to say it? Charming things about, old gen Armored Core. Actually, I don't even, like, old gen isn't even the way to say it. Pre AC6 Armored Core. I know that it is technically possible for it to happen in Armored Core 6, but I am willing to bet that less than 1% of people who have ever touched that game have actually gotten their, like, total credits into the negatives. There's just no way. Wi-Fi was being shitty, as always. I see Chole has equipped his AC with ballistics. I definitely don't know what that might be a reference to whatsoever. So, I'm trying to, like, look for this guide that I know I was using. Like, I remember using a GameFAQs one where it was really damn good. Like, it was a surprisingly good 100% guide. Because normally for Armored Core, and I've talked about this plenty, but like the informational content out there about the old games is few and far between. There's not much of it, and even when there is, it's normally not that great. Man, where the hell? This is a disaster. I should have done this beforehand. It looks like it's impossible to go into debt in that game. You have to go so far out of your way to try to do it. I keep seeing this black box in my games appear for a frame, then vanish. Uh-oh. Is it only when you're playing games? I don't think it was this one. Oh, I think it was this one. Oh yeah, this is the one. I found it. We're good. We're back in the money, you guys. I have found it. After checking many GameFAQs guides, I've found the one that I was using. Okay, now where was I? Because I know what I was using this build for. What is that on my left hand? What mission was I doing? Oh god. This is what happens when I take, like, you know, a couple weeks. Like an idiot. In between these. Wait a second, no. Yeah, I'm thinking of the right thing. For a second I was like, no, that map is in Armored Core 3. It's the map for Giant MT, but it's where you're fighting, like, in the dust storm. What mission is that? Who here has the encyclopedia knowledge of Silent Line? Where is it? Where was I? Because it would actually be a lifesaver to just... You know what I probably could control F4 would be like ECM maybe? Might get me there quickly. Huh? Hold on. Archive area ambush. That is the exact one that I just stopped on when I control F'd ECM. Was that? Okay, it was just on here. So I think I was going through this list. I was like, these are mostly higher ranked, so I think I was doing these. Considering this is still a C rank, I'm going to assume that I did not actually end up getting this. Like, getting it done. I remember giving it a lot of tries. I can check the legs. I can see if I have the legs. I'm gonna do that. Because there is a lot as far as the hidden parts in this game, so I don't want to do like an accidental repeat, especially for something like this that is, you know, difficult. All right, so I'm looking to see if I have MLM XA3. They will be biped legs. It was MX3, right? All right, we're into the heavies. I don't have them. Unless they're available in the shop. Wonder why Nexus didn't get a portable version? I mean, that's actually a good question. I have no idea. Well, that's why I'm in debt, was from retrying this mission over and over again. That's absolutely why I'm 30K in the hole right now.
Crest is still reeling.
Now that makes sense. Probably because Nexus was poop. I mean, genuinely, it could be. I skipped that by accident. It could be that FromSoft maybe weren't super proud of it. I don't know. It probably wasn't even FromSoft's call, whether or not they were making portable versions, to be fair. I think out of all... That's a lie. Okay, let's say out of the 4 main, like, Gen 3 and 3.5 games, Nexus is definitely the weak one. It is a noticeable weak link in that lineup. I was going to say it's the weakest of, like, 3 and 3.5, but then I remembered Ninebreaker is thrown in the middle of that. Like, that is a game that they released. Nexus isn't terrible. In all fairness to Nexus, it has its qualities, but it is one of those that, like, once you've played Last Raven, there's not really anything that's going to, like, bring you back to Nexus. Holy, I turned my headphones up and it was a mistake. Is volume good on stream, by the way, for the game? Because I know that the volume between AC and AC varies a lot. With AC being louder a lot of the time. I kind of forgot I had my arm shield up. We're off to a great start. It's good? Okay. I just need to turn my headphones down because holy shit. I turned them up in the garage because I was like, oh, game is quiet for me. But now it got a lot louder all of a sudden. Oh, Jesus Christ. Work with me here. The game audio is maybe a bit low. Oh. You don't say. How do you... Or do I know how to stream capturing footage directly from a PS2? I don't know the exact, like, equipment to buy for it. I know that I haven't invested in capture equipment for PS2 because really any capture equipment that's like hold on, my brain right now, 7th gen is ridiculously pricey nowadays. So if I wanted like a capture device and like an upscaler for my PS2, I think together it would be like maybe $1,000 or something. And I was like, you know what? Emulation gets the job done. It works. Oh God. If I can just survive. Oh wait, no, isn't the challenge here to do it with like half of my AP left or something? Hold on. I think I'm already well beyond the point of failure. Wait. Wait. Beat the mission with a lot of AP left, like half. Yeah. All right. Oh, I tried to leave. Apparently Formula Front is canon. Nothing that I found said that Formula Front was canon. If it is, that would definitely be news to me. Without upscaling? Yeah, I don't know. Hold on. What is this? I was about to pull it over, but I'm currently signed into my Amazon. I don't make a habit out of doxing myself. Hold on. I can't tell if this is... I think this is... What is this? I'm looking at something that I've never seen before. It's a really weird looking Elgato. Like a really weird looking one. I've never seen this thing before. I can't tell if it's new or old is the crazy thing. Hold on. It looks like it might just be an older Elgato. Oh, it's gotta be. Oh, now I see it. Hold on, let me log out of my Amazon. And then go back. And now apparently my browser, the location that my browser is feeding Amazon says that I'm in Nashville, apparently. What is this? It's like a little, I think it's just a capture device. I'm fairly certain after looking at it for a good bit, but I think it's really old. Mostly because of this picture. Look at their software, because Elgato always has like their own software for their equipment. Like here, I have an Elgato light, right? My light that I use for stream is Elgato, and it's gonna be small. Like here in the corner, boom, like this thing, I can control my light with this thing. You see? You see? Shit, what light setting did or color setting did I use to begin with? God damn it. I was like, oh yeah, I'll just take note before I start doing it, and I really didn't. Hold on. What does that say? It's really small. Well, now I'll have to mess with my light a lot again, but they always have like their own first-party software, and this software looks old as shit compared to their newer stuff. 87, that's a little steep. Yeah, capture for old stuff typically is, plus it's Elgato. I always say it with Elgato, right? But like, anything you buy from Elgato is expensive. And it's because they make the best shit. But it's always expensive to buy Elgato, for sure. They are like the industry standard for like content creation equipment. Like lights, green screens, cameras, capture devices. They do it all. And they're like the go-to, like the standard. Like a FrameMeister. FrameMeisters are expensive as shit, though. Or at least they used to be. They might have come down now. But using a normal capture device, I mean, a normal card is still maybe like $100. Named like the cat? I don't know. I don't know where the name comes from.
The storm is affecting instrument performance.
It's weird though that it's one word. I don't know if that like changes the meaning. Because it's not like El Gato. It's like El Gato. There's no space, you know? I'm not sure if there's like some intentional difference there. Oh shit. Why is my arm shield up? I thought I was putting it down earlier. only to get stuck up against the wall and realize that there's a slight pink glow coming off of my arm. Uh-oh. Man, it has been a minute, and this is not an easy one to come back to. And I'm making stupid decisions. Great. God damn, man. I have roughly 8,000 AP. I think as long as I stay above 4,000 will be good. Like as a rule of thumb. But this is probably a really shit run. Because we aren't into the part where I'm going to get hit a lot. Sometimes I wonder if you've started too many stream series. People have brought it up before. Someone thought it sounded cool. I mean, it's definitely, you know, it's not a bad name. The thing that's always kept me away from retro upscaling though is just how expensive it is. Genuinely, it's so pricey, like insanely pricey. I don't know why. I think you should start a new series every day. I mean, I kind of did that at one point, and that's how we got here. Sometimes upscaling looks bad. Well, sometimes it causes weird things because you like uncover stuff, right? When you upscale. And sometimes you'll find some wacky shit that you were not supposed to see in high definition, right? Like it was always there, but you could just never see it the way that you can now. It's like the PS2 Ace Combat games have that awful blur filter that, like, if you're playing on a CRT, you won't realize how goddamn terrible the filter is. But if you upscale on an HD screen, you realize that all the filter is doing is it's just creating like a few intentional like ghosting artifacts and then like smearing those around the screen. Which is why some of those missions look so bad in like third person especially, and why I just have some missions in those games that when we play them for stream or even for when I'm recording for the videos, I just play them in first person view to make them better at least. It's not like an emulator bug. It's genuinely just the way that that filter was made was so shit that if you raise the resolution on it, it looks awful. Most of the time, I like an upscaled image. Sometimes there are some weird ones too. Like if you go and do the old like PS1 resis and you upscale those on PS1, those can look really weird because like you're upscaling essentially just like the 3D models and assets, but then because of the static backgrounds, like the majority of your image is still in, I believe, 240p. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think the old RE trilogy backgrounds are in 240p. Which, if you're playing on like an old PC version, like the old PC ports from that era, there are people nowadays making mods where they're like AI upscaling the shit out of the backgrounds. And when I say like upscaling the shit out of them, I mean like they'll throw them in and the background will come out with some artifacts from the upscaling, right? Like not everything will come out smoothly. So what they are doing is just like running each pre-rendered image through the upscaler like hundreds of times until there's like no artifacting left in it, and it just looks like a crisp version of the original. And then they're modding that new higher res image into the port. And those mods are really cool. The one for the original Resi is still like a bit behind. They need to... There's a lot of artifacting in it because they just haven't put it through as much. But like RE2 and RE3, they've got them looking really good at this point. Or 480i. Yeah, I think Resi was 240. But I'm not 100%. It could have been that the background images were 240 and the assets were 480i as well. It's possible. I'm excited for the Zero review when it eventually comes around. It's Monday. I was talking about it yesterday because it went out for contributors and stuff yesterday. The Zero review is on Monday. It's done.
Main system, engaging combat mode.
Gustavo, with the video guide, is there like a crazy strat that will immediately get me past this, or is it just like skill issue? Because I've been thinking it's just skill issue the whole time. But if there's some like cheese strat like there was for that one mission, the one with like don't let the generators get destroyed, then I'll need it. Ow. Of all the missions for them to make the requirement like only taking 50% damage, they chose this one because they're bastards. Bunch of sadists over at FromSoft. Always has been. What a fucked up company. Please, Karasawa, please. Oh my god. There we go. It's like that DMC3 mission. That one where the damage, like, the amount of damage that I was able to take was so low to like maintain the S rank. If you weren't there for that DMC stream, there was one mission that genuinely took me an entire stream of just resetting it to finally get it. I got it on like the last run of the day. I went like a few minutes over time to finish up the last run, and that happened to be the one, thank God. But near the end, it was seriously looking like I had spent a whole stream just memorizing this mission, and I didn't even like get it. Shit. Shit. Ah. Jesus Christ. Let me see if there's anything crazy in this video real quick. The second half is, yeah, here we are. Behold, Armored Core Silent Line in its original resolution. Hover because fast movement? Okay. Maybe hover would work well. Hover machine gun could work. What I'm really curious about is oh. Using overboost if I have to. Oh. I see. He turned off his missile extensions. Okay. Okay, I have ideas. I have ideas. Start with the legs. I'll try out the hovers. We'll see. I'm definitely gonna have to mess around with the weight. You know, moving ability is probably gonna be like the most important thing here. I mean, that's the whole reason I'm taking them. So we'll go with these guys. Am I stretching it? Or is it a 16:9? I'm using an actual patch. I never, if there's no patch, I won't run the game in widescreen. Because, you know, stretched looks like poo. He did something at the start. Hold on. Hello, Snake, by the way. What did he do at the start? At the start. Okay, he overboosts. He pretty much just goes like to the boundary of the map, it looks like. Yeah, he kind of just sits like at the edge of the map and waits. Maybe he's trying to avoid getting nailed by everything like as it's spawning in. Pick one with good defense. I'm gonna go for the defense on everything else. I'm looking at the, it is like all energy, but I do need some shell because there's ones with grenade launchers too, but it's mostly energy on this mission. I just want to make sure that I don't neglect the shell defense. Huh. Yeah, this is a good one. After the fog cleared up, he attacked. Does he just waits for the fog to be gone entirely then? I didn't watch far enough. Interesting strategy. Man, that is a lot more defense. I'm sure that the weight will be a problem. I'm gonna remove the Karasawa, which will go a long way for the weight. Definitely. 292, 360, 518. I'm going super bulky, I guess, for everything outside of... Oh, that was cooling. Okay, I was gonna say. I thought that weapon arm had the highest energy defense out of all the arms. I was like, since when do arm weapons have any sort of defense? Okay. How are we looking on weight? Bad. Very bad. Well, let's see. If I take the armor plates off, that actually barely changes anything. Are these only weigh like 100? Okay, let's try to keep those. Let's grab the missiles. What's a good missile launcher in Gen 3? I remember the red box being pretty good. Or no, that was Gen 2, never mind. The red box is really good in Gen 2. Not 3. Different. Is this one good? Was a triple? All right, find me a triple. Where the hell do I see that? When it calls you overweight, I am overweight. Okay. I'm going to assume that this multi-missile will be pretty good. It's only got 16 ammo though. That can't be the one he's using. There's no way. Okay, these are rockets. Cluster bombs. I don't know. I don't know. For the missile extension, I surely have one already. Interlocks with back-mounted missiles? What the hell? Is that just saying it's supplementary missiles? Interlocking support missiles, vertical launch support missiles. You know, the vertical ones sound nice. Why does text on old games have white lines at random places? It's a result of upscaling the lines on text. It wouldn't happen if you were playing on like 480p. Where are my machine guns? Aha. You know, the weights, it's still looking kind of rough. I think we might need to go a little lighter. The core is a great place to start. Definitely. Or maybe I could hit a better compromise with the legs. Like how much? Ooh, I do lose a good bit of movement with these. I'm gonna have to change the core anyway if I want overboost. I could go with the canoe. The canoe is never a bad. Oh, it's so much slower. What? Oh, I guess it's like the heavyweight hover legs, right? All right, these arms are definitely gonna need to change. Excellent overboost, or sorry, exceptional overboost speed. We'll just run with that. And then arms. What can I carry really is just the question. Like these are too heavy. Those are 1612 and I'm 200 over. So anything like below 1400 that still has good energy defense. Like these could be good. That has 1 point more. I'm min-maxing here. Hold on. 400 energy defense on a medium weight, or is that a lightweight? I don't know. On a lighter arm. 500? Can I carry this? Oh shit. I was like, it's right about at the 1400 mark. That might be the setup? I don't know. Hella overweight. Yeah, we were a little overweight. We were weight maxing the hover legs a little bit. Now I've got a few hundred to spare. I could at least like, oh my god, I could fit Moonlight on this. Sure. That might just be the thing to try. As far as buying new parts for it, we are so in the red from attempting this over and over again right now that buying the parts is not entirely in the question. It's not an option. Hovers are underrated in 3 and Silent Line. Never used them in Last Raven. They were good in Nexus. Are they bad in Last Raven? It would kind of surprise me if they are. I never tried them in Last Raven, at least not that I think.
The storm is affecting instrument performance. You'll have to play it by ear. Be careful.
They're after. Sorry, hiccup. They're after me. Oh, I am right up against the border, and I don't like it. I'm gonna go... I didn't check my AP at the start. I kind of forgot to look at what my new total AP was. I'll stick by the 4,000 assumption. Just because I don't know exactly what it was. Oh, that is the wrong thumbstick. Whoa, whoa. Slow down, you guys, please. I know the one guy was waiting for the fog to clear in his video, but I have the sphere radar on my back so that I, you know, can resist the ECM stuff. They're fragile. I forget part breaking. Man, Last Raven's gonna be something when we get up to that. 100%ing Last Raven will be a journey. Honestly, I don't see many of the games getting a whole lot worse than Silent Line. 100% wise. I really don't. Okay, I have a shitty missile. Oh my god. You're kidding me. Okay. That is definitely not the missile launcher I want. The supports. You'd think the vertical supports would be, like, good to run with. Verts hit a lot that other missiles won't, in my experience, but they didn't seem to be hitting a whole lot either. I have the extension that said it's interlocking, which I don't really know what it means, but I'm willing to experiment. Yeah, I've got a couple of interlocking support missiles here. I could try these out. But this... So I definitely don't want multi-warhead. I know that much. What's a good missile launcher in Gen 3? I really don't know. These are all rockets. Okay, it does just... The red box? I could try the red box. I know the red box is good in Gen 2. We'll give her a spin. Just do a little hop instead of stopping. Oh. Okay. Has extensions like AC6 should. I feel like in AC6 they're just not as necessary because they just have other things that fill most of the same roles. I would like to see them back, but I don't feel like we need them back. It's sort of where I am with like arm weapons, where I'm like, I would really like arm weapons to come back, but they're not like a necessity. They're really cool. I like them being there. I think for what they were going for with 6, which like clearly they wanted building to be less intimidating, which is really hard to do in Armored Core. because of the amount of like statistics and stuff going on with the building in these games. But I think they did a pretty good job of that. Like they made it a lot easier to build an AC at like a casual level. If you're getting into like ranked PvP, you're gonna have to start really learning what a lot of that stuff means and like how it interacts with one another. But what's it? You can play AC6 like through all 3 endings with a non-optimal build. At the very least. It doesn't feel as necessary as like some of the older games. Like Last Raven. I didn't think Last Raven was all that hard, but I think that a lot of that, like looking back at it, might just be because I understood the build process pretty well at that point. I think my builds honestly saved me in Last Raven.
You're good, but that last battle must have worn you down.
No. Oh, shit. Ah! I hate this bitch. But watch a movie or play Silent Hill 2. Silent Hill 2 is definitely better than any movie. Absolutely. It's just, it is. There's no arguing with it. We run it again. Maintain distance. At distance, the missiles are messing my shit up. Because I did have distance until like that last shot I took. But I took like all 6 missiles from one burst and dropped like 2000 AP from one mistake. Which is very par for the course around these parts.
The storm is affecting instrument performance. You'll have to play it by ear. Be careful.
Ah, son of a bitch, I can't see. This mission is such a pain in the ass. People say that Last Raven is the most sadistic Armored Core. I maybe beg to differ. Like Last Raven's core design, I feel like is more sadistic. I feel like a lot of Silent Line is just like, what the fuck levels of stupid though. Like this level. Especially with its stay above half AP challenge. There you are. I got this one. Maybe. It really comes down to the Corpse Maker fight. And I feel very out of my comfort zone fighting an AC on hovers. I don't play with hovers like ever. A lot of the time it's fine. Son of a bitch, there goes 1700. There goes another 900. And there goes a whole lot. I don't think the missiles are the issue at this point. Like I've changed the build a lot, right? And I think that changing the build a lot and realizing that it has had no effect through all of the various incarnations, it's telling me that this is a skill issue. That's what I'm getting here. This is just a skill issue. I don't think it's the build anymore. I'm pretty sure it's just me. Great movement by Chole. I don't know how to make the hovers work
The storm is
the way
affecting
that they
instrument
should.
performance.
I'm not used to playing hovers. It's not something that I do.
Careful.
Like, I use hovers in the event that it's like one of those missions over water. And I'll do that just so that I don't have to like worry about platforming the whole time. But that's about the extent of my hover usage. That is like as far as it ever goes. Like I said, I used it in Nexus a lot. I used a lot of hover leg builds when I recorded Nexus for the review. But with dual analog, it's very different, I feel like. Dual analog changed the game for me using hovers. Because I could kind of just drift around. And then because the aiming was so much more fluid on that, like I could rely on just shooting good and just kind of drifting around. But hello, Cisco. And I know before someone says it, before anyone says it, I know there's a dual analog patch. I know about the true analog patch. But I am a gamer. I play the game as it was intended. As shit as that way might be at
But
times.
that last battle must have worn you down.
Oh no, I'm gonna burn myself. Yep. Oh shit. It was a good run. Oh, it was a good run. I hit so many missiles on that run. He's playing a widescreen hack. Widescreen hack doesn't change the gameplay. It just makes it look better. True analog is definitely a different beast compared to widescreen. Widescreen is great though. Just play the way that's the most fun. No. You see.
Combat system engaged.
What was I saying? I lost my train of thought. Oh, that's the point of games? No. Games are not for fun. Why would you think that? Has modern gaming taught you nothing, friend? Games are not about fun. Games are about testing your mental fortitude. How much can you suffer in the name of the grind before you give up and move on to the next game that you'll have fun with for like 5 hours and then start to suffer through just in the name of the grind? Has modern gaming taught you nothing? Is this not what gaming has always been about? Ow. That hurts. It's not over till it's over. Left arm weapons like howitzer? I do. Do you think they'd be worth using? The YouTube character limit when I try to quote stuff? That's fine. At this point, I do think it's a skill issue. For sure. I gotta remember the little hop thing.
Enemy AC detected.
You're good, but that last battle must have worn you down.
The no damage run starts now. Because everything that he has deals at least a few hundred damage. Shit. Ah. Okay. God, dude. What is this mission? The hover speed should be enough. Not for him. Even for the other enemies, I kind of just get nailed if I'm not moving. Like boosting, I mean. I'm always moving, at the very least. Howitzer might be good. I mean, it's just higher DPS, right? For an extra button to hit. Ooh. Would a left arm sniper be good for just boosting the DPS? I feel like that might be more useful than the howitzer, like in terms of just versatility. Maybe even, I don't know about the machine gun though. I was gonna say maybe the machine gun, but maybe not the machine gun? Like this thing does a lot of damage, but it's a lot less consistent to hit with. This thing will hit from a lot further away. I'm gonna try the sniper in my left hand, to be honest. That's a small adjustment that might do some good. We'll see. You have a higher FOV. Yeah, higher FOV. It is on paper an advantage. I won't deny it. It's not as much of an advantage as dual analog. Cause like even as many hours as I've put into old gen AC since starting the reviews for this series, like I'm trying to think.
Combat system
For the review series, let's just say on average,
The storm is affecting
the old gen games are 8 hours a piece on a first run, like first playthrough, because they're definitely not that long when you replay them, but the first time through they take a lot longer. At least they did for me. So I would say let's average them out at 8 times 7. Took 7 games before they adopted dual analog. So I'm good at math and focusing on this bullshit at the same time. Stop that with the pulse gun, please. That's what? 8 times 7 is 56. So I a little over 50 hours back when I did the reviews, and now like with these streams, I did like half of these streams at 4 hours a piece, and now we're doing them at 3.5. So for these streams, today is day 23, so let's just say 22 times 3.5. So that's like 77 hours for the streams. So I've played like 120 hours roughly, just to say, on this control scheme. And it's still, like, I'm not as fluid with it as I would like. Not at all. AC2 took me 10 hours on my first playthrough and 3 on my second. AC2 was a lot shorter than I remembered when we did the 100%. So I feel like I had like a similar thing where it took me like a fraction. That is some crazy, dude, the missiles are one of my favorite games of all time. Resident Evil 2, System Shock 2. There's a lot that I always want to say, like whenever this question comes up. Like I want to say Halo 2, but Halo 2 is kind of shit. Like I have a major soft spot for Halo 2. but it's kind of a shitty game. So say kind of Halo 2 is on the list somewhere-ish. As many qualifiers as I can add to it.
The storm is affecting instrument performance.
Other favorite games of all time. Batman Arkham City.
Be careful.
I already said Resident Evil. I can't throw in multiple Resident Evil games. It goes against my code. If we were just doing, like, if I wasn't limiting myself to one game per franchise the way that I am, which I always do whenever people ask me stuff like this, I try not to mention the same franchise more than once. Just know that if that wasn't the case, I would tell you that, like, it's Resident Evil 2, Resident Evil 1 Remake, Resident Evil, what else? Actually, I would say those two are probably the only ones that are in, like, my favorite games ever. Sorry, anyway, what other, Deus Ex Human Revolution. Favorite game ever. Portal 2? Portal 2. Stalker, just any of them, they're all good. Clear Sky is the least of them, but they're like Clear Sky and is it Call of Chernobyl? I believe is the third one. Or is that a mod? I can't keep it straight at this point. What's actual like vanilla Stalker and what's mods? But just the Stalker games, the three of them. Like the second and third game kind of feel like expansions for the first one, to be honest. Like they're all kind of the same game at the core. Oh, Metro Exodus is probably on that list. Have I tried Portal multiplayer? Not in a long time. I played it like split screen on the 360 way back. Like I would have friends over, you know, and we would just like do Portal co-op on split screen because it's hilarious. It's very funny. But I haven't done it in years. Sekiro's top 3 for me, easy. I haven't done it. I haven't played Sekiro yet. Halo 2's story, perfect. The gameplay and balancing, not so much. Hold on, let me go to Steam. We go to favorites and uncheck the, like, what's installed. I threw AC7 in there just so that I can have an Ace Combat game on my favorites page. Ooh, Wolfenstein, Knights of the Old Republic. See, this is why I wanted to do this. I'm like, there's a lot of games that I'm not thinking about right now. Mass Effect 2, specifically. Doom Eternal, DMC5, Borderlands 2. Yeah, these are like my favorite games. For sure. For sure. These are some good ass games on here. These are good. Dark Souls is under here. Dead Space, the remake of Dead Space, I threw under here. Because I used to say that the original Dead Space was one of my favorites ever, and now the remake is just like, it's the original game, but it's like half a number score better, because it's pretty much the same thing with just a lot of like small improvements throughout the entire game. So now it's the Dead Space remake is one of my favorites ever. I should replay that. That came out almost a year ago. It came out in January, right? Hold on, Dead Space remake release date. It came out at the end of January last year. It came out on the 27th. So give me another 2 weeks and I can officially say that I'm replaying it just because it's been a year. So as long as a year has passed since I last streamed it, it's fair game. 330 games. Yeah, I'm a bit of a eclectic gamer where I kind of just throw everything on the wish list because I want to like try everything. I'm the kind of person who's like with games and food are like my two big things. That it's like if I haven't tried it, I will almost always want to try it. Even if I don't think I'll like it, there's a chance I might like it, so I want to try it. And even if I don't like it, I want to know why I don't like it. So I kind of just like pick up all sorts of shit and play it. Like, even if I'm skeptical. Like Ace Combat Advance, when I recently reviewed that, did I play that thinking that I was going to fall in love with this old Game Boy Ace Combat spinoff? No. But I wanted to know what it was like and know how I felt about it. So I played it. Oh god. Also, hello Lionheart. I saw Max Payne for the GBA in there. I saw it come up. It's been a while since I've seen Max Payne for the GBA in my chat. It's back. But Halo 2, like I want to say Halo 2 is my favorite Halo for nostalgia purposes. But it's one of those games that like every time I replay Halo 2, I think I like it a little less. Like every time that I replay it, I find something new that either like I didn't know how shit it was before,
But that last battle
or I already kind of knew it was shit and it just turns out to be more shit than I thought it was. Like the second time around, or I say second time around, who knows how many times I've played Halo 2 in my life. More times than any one person probably should. Oh, and I burned again. Yeah, there it is. God damn it. What about Halo 2 multiplayer? The multiplayer is good. It's a hell of a lot better than in the single player, for sure. Here's the Chole lore. It's been a while since I've mentioned it on stream or in a video. This is a pretty common thing to bring up. Whenever Halo comes up, if anyone ever asks about multiplayer thoughts, I always have to throw out, I used to play Halo competitively, like for tournaments, and I used to be damn good at it too. I really, really loved playing competitive Halo. I fell away from it when I went to college, but I've played every Halo multiplayer competitive at least a little bit. Actually, I've never played a single tournament for Infinite, because by the time Infinite came out, I was already like so far out of the scene. I played a lot of ranked on Infinite when it came out though. But the ranking system back when it came out was a joke and everyone was Onyx. So like I kind of hit Onyx really early and then was done. Bro's hitting Killionaires back to back. Killionaires were not a frequent thing for me. Actually, my favorite thing to play for competitive Halo was 2v2s. I liked a smaller team, or even the only game that has ever like really run tournaments on singles, like 1v1s, was CE. But 1v1s on CE are really fun. It feels like you're playing like an old Quake 1v1 in a way, where it's kind of like playing an old Quake matchup, but it's nowhere near as fast. Every MP worst to best. Okay, well, I don't even have to say what the worst one is. Second to that, okay, for anyone who hasn't played Halo, because there's probably people, anyone who has played Halo immediately knows what I meant.
last battle must have worn you down.
Or you're on the crazy like hate bandwagon and you think I mean Infinite, but the real ones know that I mean 4. 4 is the worst multiplayer. It's fun casually, but my enjoyment from multiplayer has come more from competitive play than casual play always. I'm a sweaty bitch on Halo. and I own it. I know what I am. So Halo 4 is my bottom one. Can be fun if you're just like playing it on a Saturday night with the boys on just casual playlist. But other than that, there's not a whole lot to it. Light reverse joint? Light reverse joint might work. A classic way to cheese any difficulty in AC. But will I have enough ammo if I take missile arms? I think ammo would kill me. Because there's just so many enemies before the AC shows up. Reverse joint might be the move. I don't know. Hovers are working. I'm going to run this again. I stand by. I don't think the build is the problem at this point. I think I'm the problem. I don't think I have the skill for this. In all honesty. Sorry. Halo 4 is the bottom for multiplayer. It's as bad as it gets. Behind that, it's Reach. Reach is not fun for casual play. And it's not fun for competitive play.
The storm is affecting.
And I always bring it up when I talk about Reach's multiplayer. Because a lot of people, especially like newer players who jumped in like after 343 had already taken the reins of the series, they don't even know what Reach was when it came out. Like even with title update, it's still my least favorite outside of 4 for multiplayer. But God, it was so much worse before. It still wasn't as bad as 4 before title update. But Reach like was the first Halo game that killed the competitive scene a little bit. It didn't entirely kill it, but Halo 3, Halo was like the #1 esport in the industry during Halo 3, and Reach took like more than half of the interest out of competitive Halo. Because it was just such a poor game for competitive play. And it's weird because it doesn't feel like a casual experience either. Invasion is fun. Invasion is good. And MCC actually has something that's a lot of fun. They have a ranked, or at least, I don't know if they still do, but MCC when they first brought Reach into MCC, like with the PC release and everything, they had a ranked Invasion playlist that was actually crazy. Like playing Invasion and having like the stress behind it of actually trying hard for wins was not something that I knew I needed, but that was actually like probably the most competitive fun I've ever had on Reach. It wasn't even in 4v4s, it wasn't even in 2v2s, it was that ranked Invasion playlist that they added in MCC. That was pretty damn good. God damn it. I honestly think that I might want to go back to the build that I started with. I might just load my save. I might go back to the biped. Because I feel like I was at least surviving longer against him on the biped. I feel like hovers are just too awkward for me. I'm sure that they are a great option for this. But like, I don't play well on hover legs at all. But what I think I will do is go back through for the energy defense. Change up the frame parts from what I was doing before. Sorry, I got the hiccups real bad right now. Overboost is huge with this. I'm losing my ability to speak. Reach was a really not fun multiplayer to live through. Outside of Invasion. Invasion was good. The party modes in Reach were pretty good. When I say like it was a bad game for casual play, I mostly mean like you can't just hop on social 4v4s and have a good time on Reach. It's just not a thing that's there. I don't feel like I know a lot of people like big team battle on Reach. It's never done it for me personally. I think the DMR being the starting weapon like across the board, and I'm you know, obviously I'm someone who, being super sweaty, like I prefer precision weapon starts, but the DMR leads to a level of sweat that is not normally in the older Halo games, like on casual modes and stuff. Oh, the extension needs to be missiles. Hold on. It was these ones. To get rid of the debt and failure percentage. It wasn't for that. I have rocked the craziest failure percentage on most of these 100%. All right. It wasn't that. This one just has more ammo. And more range. And it's lighter and has less energy drain. Oh, but it only launches 2 at a time. I feel like it's probably better because I keep running out of them anyway. What's a good game for like 20 euros? Chat, throw me some bones on this one. Hold on. Let me check this one. Is Mass Effect still on sale? Oh, it's not. The Legendary Edition, like on the winter sale, was only $20 for the whole trilogy, you know, remastered and shit. Which, or no, sorry, Mass Effect was $10 when it was on sale just a bit ago. Sorry, Mass Effect was $10, MCC was $20. I got it mixed up. Master Chief Collection was $20 on sale just like last week. Here, I thought you were a true gamer. Well, I don't know what's on sale right now because I wouldn't buy anything at full price on Steam. I mean, or in general, but it's just because I'm on PC that I just, if it's not a new game, like if you're not buying it at launch, then I say wait for sale no matter what. But that's also probably just me and like my money saving personal finance brain. Dave Ramsey wannabe? No, Dave Ramsey is a clown. I'm like Dave Ramsey, but I actually make sense. That was one of the harshest things I've said about a public figure on stream before. And it was fast too. My filter didn't kick in time with that one. No, actually, when I took a personal finance class in high school that was offered as an elective, and my teacher literally like played Dave Ramsey videos, and I shit you not, like bought Dave Ramsey textbooks for this class. Like the whole class was pretty much just, I could have gone on YouTube and watched Dave Ramsey instead of taking this class. And I would have gotten the same value because that's all it really was. It was a joke. Dave Ramsey has some good advice. It's not like he doesn't have any good advice, but he says a lot of shit that's really stupid.
Last battle must have warned you.
That like in high school, I didn't even realize how stupid it was, but now as an adult, I'm like, oh my God, this guy cannot be serious. Because he says shit that, like, it sounds great on paper, but it's just so far from realistic for, like, anyone. Oh, God. Like, one of his things that I remember, even in high school, I was like, what? But especially now as an adult, one of his biggest things is he's always like, don't buy a credit card. Or sorry, don't buy one. He's like, never, ever even have a credit card in your name. And I'm like, do you understand how the credit system works in this country? Because, like, you need a credit card. You can't not have a credit card. That's not how this works. He's so, like, some of the things he says, I'm just like, what? First pick that comes up when you Google Dave Ramsey. Oh, hold on. I never even, oh my God, you're right. Legitimately, the first thing on Google that comes up when you Google his name is AI art of him. That's so weird. Why is that the case? There's plenty of pictures of this guy. There's no shortage of images of him.
The storm is affecting instrument performance.
Okay.
Here, be careful.
Sorry, I got 2 games into my Halo ranking. But now I'm at the point where I'm gonna have to actually think. Like, saying that Halo 4 and Halo Reach are the bad multiplayer games is the easy part. Now it gets a little weird. Because every other Halo multiplayer is good outside of those 2. Those are the 2 that I don't like. Everything else I like. Am I about to say, like, the wildest shit? Hold on, I'm thinking. I'm cooking right now. Give me a second. I might be about to drop, like, the wildest hot take on this one. I think, like, I have to go with my heart. I can't not say it just because I know it's a crazy take. After Reach, I would say Halo 3 is my next lowest. Like, we're in the territory where all of them are good. But I haven't played many tournaments or anything for 3. And it's because I don't love 3's competitive play. I think its battle rifle is really satisfying because, like, it uses projectile, and so learning how to lead and land full bursts is a lot harder than it is with any other battle rifle in Halo. And it's really fun once you're there. I like the BR a lot. I like a lot of 3's maps that are in competitive play. Like, Narrows is one of my favorite comp maps ever. Oh man, 3 does have banger maps for comp play. I think a lot of 3's casual maps are bad, but it's handful of, like, competitive maps that are used in tournaments. Obviously, Guardian are really good. Don't forget about ODST. ODST doesn't have multiplayer. I like ODST's campaign a lot. If it were a campaign ranking, I would put it fairly high, but Firefight, okay. If we include ODST, then I would probably put ODST below Reach. No, I would put it below Halo 4. If I were including ODST on the multiplayer ranking, I would just put it straight at the bottom because it's only Firefight. It would just go straight to the bottom if I were including it. I live fine off a debit card and I can't be asked to figure out the whole system for basically nothing. Here, I don't know how it is in the Netherlands, but here, if you never use a credit card, like legitimately never use it, your credit score by the time that you're like 24 is going to be so bad that banks will not give you loans. Like, you will never be able to get any bank to lend you money. You just won't. Listen to you badmouth the greatest multiplayer mankind has ever known.
Storm is affecting instrument performance.
Yeah, Halo 3.
You'll have to play it by ear.
I like Halo 3. It is like, we're in the territory of all of them are good, but I think that I would put it at the bottom of the Halo games that I do enjoy the multiplayer of. I played like I played 2 tournaments for 3. Sorry. One of them was just like a community tournament. One of them was a Microsoft tournament. I won the community ran one with my duo partner, and we got pretty high up in the Microsoft ran one, but we didn't like win anything. Like we got to, I believe it was quarterfinals. I don't really remember. It was a couple years ago now. That was actually, I think the last Halo tournament I played was that Microsoft held 2v2's Halo 3 tournament. If I'm not, yeah, that was the last time I played a Halo tournament. It was. I remember it. But Halo 3, I don't know. I just, maybe it's because I haven't dug enough into it, but when I have tried to dig into it and really like learn it, it doesn't give me that that desire to learn it more, if that makes sense. Like it's not a game that like I see the depth and I want to learn all of it. It's like I see the depth and I'm like, okay, that's cool, but I don't really know if it's worth the time. But I would say all the games that I'm putting after it did spark that, like, oh, I want to learn this sort of thing. So it's kind of down there just because it's kind of like by default down there. It's not because it's bad. It's just not as strong in my opinion. Oh God. Oh, we're so boned. God damn it. It's not over till it's over. Shit. This mission is insane. This mission is ridiculous. I might go do another one. Genuinely. I might say screw this until later. Because, oh my God. I've been doing this for like an hour. And I can't get it. I prefer just owning the money I have and spending it. I don't owe any money. I haven't owed any money since 2021 was the last time that I owed any money, like whatsoever. Since then, I haven't I haven't owed a cent to anyone since 2021. But every month, I'll just put a tiny bit on the credit card, pay it off before it's due. Or sorry, when it's due, rather. And then that's it. And the score stays up. Because that's how shit our system is. And it's like, oh yeah, I don't need the money, but if I never take the money, then the banks are going to be like, oh, he's financially secure. We don't want to give a loan to him. Like, he's secure enough to not need a loan generally, or need to borrow any money generally. So why would we give him a loan when he does need one? He manages his finances too well. It's a really fucked system here. It's so much worse. Oh, ow. Halo, I gotta keep going. After 3, I would probably say, what's left? Hold on. I haven't thrown CE 2, 5, or Infinite up there yet. Out of those, I would put 5 next. Yeah, I would put 5 up there next. Halo 5 has really good competitive multiplayer. Its downside is that it's not good for casual play.
You're good.
But for
that
me,
last battle must have worn you down.
I'm more interested in the competitive play for Halo. So 5 was great. The movement stuff is great. That pistol was so fun. Like, actually one of my favorite starting weapons in Halo is that pistol. Such a, oh, good time. Great memories with the Halo 5 pistol starts. Some okay maps. Okay maps. Don't forget Halo Wars. Okay, I scratch that. If we're including Wars and Wars 2, they're both below ODST for me. Like, they're fun. I never play them. I haven't played either of them in years. So if we're including those as well, those are way down at the bottom. I would put the first game above the second game, personally.
Crest is still our
I don't want to use the Exceed Orbit because of the energy. The Exceed Orbit is scaring me.
Crest is still
It might work, but I've burned on this guy. Like, the movement is the important thing. What's more important than me killing him is, like, if I could get him to run out of ammo and still be above half AP, I would be in the money. Like, at that point, I would have won.
engaged.
So I'm more worried about not getting hit by him than killing him.
Instrument performance. You have to play it by ear.
I have seen him run out of ammo the one time, but I was below half AP that time. Five was really good multiplayer though. Five was a good one. Above that, Infinite above that. Infinite is let down by its netcode more than anything, but I know that Unishek recently said, the community manager at 343 recently said that one of their primary goals going into the next season for Infinite is they want to overhaul the netcode and improve it. So that problem might be going away soon. I have not gotten shot through a wall or like around a corner as many times as Halo Infinite since like the original Modern Warfare 2. It was crazy how much I was getting shot through walls playing at like high levels and ranked on Halo Infinite. Just ridiculous the amount of times that it happened. It was the main reason I stopped playing. Like, everyone was like, oh, I'm not playing because there's no content. I'm like, bro, I've been playing competitive Halo 2 and CE for years. They have like 8 maps apiece with 1 game mode each. Like, content is not the problem here. At least for me or for the rest of the competitive crowd. It's the getting shot through walls shit. And for the crybabies of the community, it was the Mangler. Or is it the Mauler? No, the Mangler, right? That thing that could 2-shot and one shot and melee would be a kill back at launch. The little brute handgun. I can't remember if it's Mangler or Mauler. I can't keep them straight anymore. They're both a little brute handgun that are named in a way that is not confusing at all. Come on, man. Keep shooting. Stay far away from me. Shoot those projectiles.
Backup has arrived.
Okay, hold on. Let me try to sweat this one out.
Raven, I'm opening fire.
Oh, is he sparking? We were close. We were very close on that one. They did add ballistic orbits You think it would be worth it to throw on ballistic orbits for him? I mean, it's more damage. Oh, my back. That was some nice cracking. Tibby, you recommended some great games on that list. Sepper would like 2 of them. I would say. He would probably like Persona 4 and Cuphead. And Cuphead is like a maybe. That I say that, and I'm not even very sure about that. Yeah, the thing to understand with Sepper is that Sepper has a very unique taste. Not a bad taste, just a very unique taste. Very different from you and I, right? Very different. I don't even know what Rain World is, to be honest. At least I don't think I do. It might be one of those that if I saw it, I would be like, oh yeah, I know this. I've seen this. TLDR for the top 2 Halo multiplayers, since I'm still not done with that. I keep losing it. Halo 2 is my second. Halo CE is my favorite multiplayer still. CE is the most competitive by far. It feels the most like an arena shooter. And I love competitive arena shooters. Like, that is my favorite kind of competitive game, is like a Quake or an Unreal Tournament, and just like 1v1s on those games. Because I love the speed, I love the map control and the mind games, and just the pure like technical skill required. Like, all of it has to come together. You have to have incredible game sense, incredible like mental play, insane technical skill. Competitive arena shooters are just built absolutely different. Like, if you've never watched like Quake 1v1s, like duels, Quake duels from like top level players, you should, because holy shit, they are crazy. Well, hello, Dream Master. One shot in melee was always a thing. I didn't play Infinite because
But that last battle must have worn you down.
I mainly play campaign. The one shot and melee problem in this case, Rymus, was it was a pistol that spawned at like multiple locations on every single multiplayer map. And it was a weapon that you could just shoot them once in the body, punch them, they'd be dead. Which of course just led to everyone trying to hold and control a weapon that's not like a power weapon. It spawns kind of like how like a BR or maybe like a carbine would on any other map. Like that kind of commonly. And it's just, you tap, you punch, you have gotten a kill. And you know, when you're playing like competitive objective modes on Halo, and a respawn time is 10 seconds, and you can go from full health to dead in like half a second. It was a big problem until they nerfed it. But now that they nerfed it, the weapon isn't very good at all. Like, they nerfed it too much. They overcorrected it when they went and fixed it.
You have to play it by ear. Be careful.
Try a tanky AC. Didn't work for me, but who knows? I feel like if I went with a tank, I would just get slammed by the missiles and the cannons, and it would be over way too fast. I was really close that one time. I think that this build is one that I can absolutely do it with. That was the closest I've ever been, was that run where I saw him start sparking like immediately after I went below half. Which you start sparking like that at less than 1000 AP, right? So like he was close. It's one of those where it's like I just have to do the thing and do it right. Not mess it up. Oh, heavy biped? Do I want to do heavy biped? Like I'm kind of tempted by the idea. I don't know. I am somewhat tempted. Should I buy Cocoon? I haven't played Cocoon, but I need to. Is it worth 16? I honestly, like, I haven't played, so I can't speak to it. But I would say, if you're wondering if it'll be worth it, I think for the majority of people, it will be. Because it's a $16 game that won Best Indie of the Year. And it was a good year for indies as well as AAA last year. Like it had great competition. It beat Dave the Diver. It beat Pizza Tower. It beat Dredge. You know, these were all the nominees that it was up against, and it won. So I think for most people, it would probably be worth it. I haven't gotten around to it yet, and I need to. At some point, I'll get back into indie games again. I've been on like my old like PS1, PS2 game binge again. But at some point, I'll get back to like keeping up with the indie scene better, because I need to play at least 3 of the 4 that I just mentioned. Like, I know that Pizza Tower is not going to be a game I like. It just, I normally don't like platformers. I never enjoyed the Wario games. Like, I see Pizza Tower and I'm like, yeah, looks like a good game. Doesn't look like my game. I don't think I would like it. But at some point I gotta actually pick up and play Dave the Diver and Dredge and Cocoon and kind of get caught up on all the bangers that I missed while I was doing all this shit for the second half of the year.
Performance. You'll have to play it by ear. Be careful.
Do I want the 1000 rounder? Maybe. Oh shit. Forgot to have my arm shield up. It's unfortunate. I might want the 1000 rounder. I don't know. Ow. This mission is such a bitch, man. This is easily the worst challenge of the series so far. Of all the Armored Core games up to this point, this is the most ridiculous challenge of them all. This is crazy. This is beyond sadism. Ow. Someone who doesn't like platformers, why they don't? I don't know why I don't.
You're good, but that last
Like, I genuinely, I have no clue why I don't. I've just never really liked platformers very much. There are exceptions, like 2D Mario is good, but I feel like saying that you like what's generally considered like the peak of a genre is very different from liking the genre as a whole, because I normally don't like platformers, but like 2D Mario I can get behind. Son of a bitch. I've always been able to enjoy those. Celeste. I have not played Celeste because it's another one that I looked at and I'm like, that's a no from me. That one won't do it. I enjoy like 2D Mario, and then that's really the only true platformer that I like, to be honest with you, is like Mario and like Crash Bandicoot, but Crash Bandicoot's just goated like that. Just so good. But like I love Hollow Knight, but Metroidvania. I like Metroidvanias. But I tend to like them more for the combat than the platforming. I wish I had missiles that were better. Maybe I do. These might work. These might. This one definitely won't. Let's try that one. You might like it even if you don't like platformers. I don't know. Every time I've seen Celeste, I've been like, that one. It's not common for me to look at a game and like watch some gameplay of it and be like, yeah, there's nothing here that I want, or nothing here that makes me want to play it. Nothing here that tells me I would like it. Because like I was saying earlier, like I will wait for games to go on sale and play them, even if I don't think that I'll like them. I have Mass Effect Andromeda on my wish list right now, and I'm kind of just like, yeah, someday when it's cheap enough for me to look at it and be like, yeah, for that price it's worth it. I'll give it a run now. Then I'll run it. Uh-oh. The bot has spoken. How overprotective is the bot with this one? Ow. I need to look in a minute. 9 times out of 10, it's nothing. And he's just freaking out. Oh, speaking of Metroidvania, I'm like, I think I might play the new Prince of Persia next week. I say next week. It's on Thursday that it comes out. It's been reviewing very well. Like all the early reviews are in, and it has an aggregate score of 86 right now. All the critics are saying it's like the best Metroidvania in years. Older Armored Cores, a 6 out of 10. Is usually above average. Oh, sorry. I give older Armored Core 6s, and a 6 out of 10 is usually above average. I think of like average in terms of gaming as a whole as, well, I don't even know. I would say 6 is probably what I think of as like average.
Last battle must have worn you down.
It's kind of weird to like verbalize the scale. It's one of those things where it's like I just kind of go with my gut. Which is why number scores, a lot of people, I've gotten comments before that are like, why do you do number scores? Number scores are so dumb. And they kind of are. But I don't know. I like doing a number score. I like having like a tangible, here's the number I gave this game. Because then you can look at like other games relative to it. And like, you know, get an idea, like a pretty solid idea of which one I enjoyed more than the other, if that makes sense. 6 out of 10, I would say, is probably about average on my scale. 5 is like a boring game. Yeah, 5 is like, if I give something like a 5, it's sitting around the territory of like, it's not necessarily bad, but it's not necessarily good either. It's just kind of in that neutral middle ground. The 6 is like, yeah, this is about, this is like a solid experience. 7 is where I start to be like, this is good. 8 is like, this is really good. If it's above a 9, I'm like, this is amazing. This is just fantastic. Didn't know he needed radar. The thing with double missiles. Oh, do you mean like a double as in?
The storm is affecting instrument performance.
You know, I don't need the radar per se.
You'll have to play it
The radar is really nice because it lets me run through attempts faster. I wouldn't say that I need the radar. Like, it's not a hard requirement. But the radar allows me to not lose my target locking while the storm is here, because otherwise it's like super bugged out. It's why in that one video, the guy like boosted over to the edge of the map and waited for the storm to end. It's so that his targeting wouldn't be all messed up from the dust storm. List of games you've given 9s. So far for the reviews, I've given one of them. I've given one game above a 9. But I've given like an 8.9 as well. Like, I know that Armored Core, or not Armored Core, sorry. Ace Combat 4, I gave an 8.9 somewhat recently. So it was like right on the verge, but it just wasn't quite into that range yet. It was like right about there, but not quite there. Just MGS? Yes. So far, for the 3 review series, the only thing that's gotten a 9 or above is, not to spoil, I won't say the exact number. That'll be my non-spoiler. But the Metal Gear Solid video that went up on Monday is the first 9 or above that I've given on a review series video. They're very rare. I'm very stingy about scores. I don't give a high score easily. I'm a nitpicky bitch. I will find things to not like. I think it's because I've played so many different games that I'm so nitpicky. I think that definitely leads to me being more choosy about things and more quick to complain when things aren't right. Because I always have something to point to and be like, this works in a way that's better than what they actually did. Like, I've always got something like that I can point out. And I think it's just because I've played so many damn games. You know, the Steam library size got brought up today already. Oh, it was going pretty well. Officially just the best game of all time, apparently. There are games that I know if I did a formal review, I would score them higher than I scored Metal Gear Solid. Like games that I've already played, that is, of course. There are games that I know I would score higher. But like, I was really seriously impressed by Metal Gear Solid. Like, ridiculously impressed. That's just one of those games that I was like, holy shit. If I had this when I was a kid, like if I actually had this growing up on PS1, I would have played the ever-living shit out of this. Like I would have had Metal Gear brain rot in my adult life the way that I have like Resident Evil brain rot in my adult life. If I had that on PS1, dude. I mean, I do now, but if I did when I was a kid.
The storm is affecting
I don't have it on PS1. I bought the PC version. But
Be careful.
yeah, if I had that when I was a kid, I would have played so much Metal Gear Solid. I would have played that just over and over again. It was great. It was like actually great too. Because one thing, I got this comment like on the Metal Gear Solid video, weirdly, but I got a comment about how it's not fair to like compare older games and like rate them nowadays. The comment genuinely, it wasn't even like, oh, it's not fair to review them and like compare newer games to them. Which even when I did make those comparisons in the Metal Gear Solid video, it was to like games that did things worse than Metal Gear Solid did, like 15 to 20 years before those games. But regardless, the comment genuinely was saying like, it's not fair to review games that old playing them for the first time nowadays because I'm like inherently biased towards newer games. I don't know. I think it was a first-time commenter, though. I don't think they've seen... I don't think they've seen other reviews of mine, even. So I don't think they have, like, the frame of reference for how highly Metal Gear Solid scored on my scale.
You're good, but that last battle must have worn you down.
I swapped for the missile supports that fire more per shot, but overall I get 4 less throughout the whole fight. We'll see. Or did I? Wait a second. Oh yeah, I think I did. I only saw a couple of them go out right there. Like as I was saying it, I was like, wait a minute, I meant to swap to those. Uh-oh. I'm lucky. I'm very lucky. Yeah, I did swap to him. Oh my god, he's point blank. Oh! He's dead! And I have more than half of my AP.
Mission complete. System disengaged.
Stupid ass death sound. I've been waiting for like 2 hours to hear that shit at this point. God, dude. And it was close too. It wasn't even like, oh, this is the run you got. Like it was a nail biter at the end. When I saw him start sparking, I just popped the orbit. I was like, this is my chance. Oh. Leg part acquired. I've been waiting for this moment. I can do something else. I could try to go find that comment, but the Metal Gear video went way further than expected. Especially in what I am currently calling the post-Armored Core era of my reviews. Because it's beating out like more than half of the Armored Core series in terms of like their first week performance. It's beating out like more than half of that series. And it's like the 4th video in the Metal Gear reviews. I know that it's beating Nexus. Hold on, I'm pulling it up. I know it's doing better than the Nexus review did, which was the first Armored Core review that I was like, holy shit, this is blowing up, because it got like 10K in the first 3 days or something. It's ahead of that. Is it ahead of the... When I look back... Sorry, there's a bug in YouTube Studio right now where here I can show you. Like I'm literally in here, but if I press space,
PlayStation, there are some games.
It's hotkeying and playing the video, even though it's not supposed to. Like the video isn't even there. Okay, yeah, it is outpacing the 9. I couldn't remember if the 9breaker video did better than the Nexus one. It did not. What about the Formula Front video? I feel like I remember that one doing really well. But was it better than the Nexus video? It was not better than the Nexus. It was very close to the Nexus video. I know that the last Raven video was a big one. Was a huge, like, blow up moment for the Armored Core series. The Metal Gear Solid video is outpacing the last Raven video. Armored Core 4? I don't remember how that video did, actually. I'll see. Oh, the 4 video did great. Actually, look at this chart here, chat. Here, I'll share with the class. I might as well. If I'm gonna do this on stream, I might as well just have it up on screen. It's just views. Nothing private about it. Look at this. Metal Gear Solid video is outpacing Armored Core 4. Armored Core 4 had a way better, like, first 2, 3, 4 days. 4 days the gap was closing. Here at 5 days, literally, hold on. The Metal Gear Solid video passed the AC4 video like 2 hours ago. Like as I started stream, the Metal Gear Solid video overtook this one. I don't, holy shit. That means that this video is outpacing almost the entire Armored Core review series. What?
Come to mind.
Shit. The 4 answer video. Okay, it's not outpacing the 4 answer video yet. It's a couple views behind. I was like, I think the 4 answer video was huge. It was. It had a great first week for sure. Look at that. Look at that first day. God damn. The Armored Core reviews near the end were cooking. Like they would have these crazy first days. Metal Gear Solid video had an okay first 2 days and then it started cooking and it hasn't really stopped yet. It's still just, it's in the kitchen. The best performing Armored Core review was AC5. And I think it's because I had an inflammatory take. Yeah, it's like 6K views behind that. But considering that's the best video of the best performing series on the entire channel, and the MGS video is not that far behind it. Because the thing is too, Armored Core 5 was the 14th video in a series that just kind of like snowballed, like it just kind of grew with each one as it went. The MGS video is the 4th video in its series. 4th versus 14th, and it's not even that far behind. That's crazy. That video has been just out of nowhere, really doing well. Dodges rounds faster than I ever could. It took like 2 hours of practice to get to that point, but I'll take the compliment, I guess. AAA games, at least nowadays, are just how much RAM can we use simulator. I do a lot of AAA games in 2023. I keep saying this. I think 2023 was one of the best years in gaming history. Like top 5 year in gaming ever. And I think that a lot of people just missed out on that year because they didn't like branch out of their comfort zone very much. I branched out of my comfort zone so much in 2023. And you know what I played because of that? Like all in the span of 1 year, I played Baldur's Gate 3, which is like a once in a generation kind of game. What else came out last year that was just insane? That I played, because I skipped a couple last year that I kind of wanted to play, but I Well, at the end of the year, I held off because I was putting more focus into videos rather than streams at that point, so I was holding back. So I skipped Alan Wake 2 purely because I was like, I don't have the time for it. I can't play that and keep the video schedule consistent. But I really want to play Alan Wake 2. Apparently, it's like one of the most well-written and well-presented games ever. So I really, really want to get to that at some point. Because I love the first Alan Wake. American Nightmare exists, but I love the first one. I love how I pulled this up and I immediately forgot all of what came out last year. Like, I played Resident Evil 4. This wasn't out of my comfort zone, but this is like one of my new favorite games in like my all-time favorite gaming franchise. This is up there. This is like a top 5 Resident Evil game ever. RE4 Remake was crazy good. I played almost 80 hours of it last year. I mean, here's an easy one. I played Armored Core 6 and all of Armored Core, but like AC6 came out last year. And I had never before played a mech game, but I saw the trailers for AC6 and I was like, you know what? I'll take a chance on this one. And I mean, that was one of the best chances I've ever taken on a game series in my life. Both in terms of just personal enjoyment and like a business sense. That worked out very well. It's right there. So let me just... The Dead Space remake was the first game of the year for me in January. This shit was so good. I played 26 hours of this game. Like, I got a solid 25 hours just in... This is like the week the game came out. I last played it February 13th, which is only like 2 weeks after. And even then, I remember there being a gap. And then, like, I kind of went back. And I played it for like an hour at the end. And then I was done. So I played like 25 hours of this in a week. And I really dug in and loved every bit of it. This was so good. AC6 was game of the year. Baldur's Gate was the best game to come out last year for it, like for my money. My favorite game to come out last year was Resident Evil 4. My second favorite, like if I were just personally saying like this is the game I enjoyed the most, like RE4 was my number 1. AC6 would be my number 2 in terms of just personal enjoyment. But I played like 40 hours of Baldur's Gate 3. I didn't even finish the first act of the campaign. Like, it was all just insanely high production quality, great writing, insane amount of like branching paths. Like, everything that was happening was because of a decision that I made while I was playing. And I put like 42 hours in, didn't even finish the first third of the game before I eventually... this was at the end of August, so I dropped this to like really focus in on Armored Core when it came out. Again, it was a business decision. I would have played more of this, but just to give an idea of like how insane that game is, it's not even like, oh, it's just long for the sake of being long. It's like, no, it's long, and it is like one of the best RPGs you've played for that entire 42 hours at least. That feeling was still there. It didn't like wear out or get old in that time. What else was last year? Oh, I got really into fighting games last year because like Street Fighter 6 came out in June, and this game is so damn good. Like, not only is it just a great fighting game like all around, but it's such a good fighting game. If you're like someone who's never really been able to get into fighting games and you want to kind of learn how to play them, this is amazing. Like, Street Fighter 6 is crazy good for that. So like that was one of my highlights of the year. Mortal Kombat was good. I personally didn't like it anywhere near as much as Street Fighter, but like fighting game fans were eating pretty good having a new Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat in the span of when did this come out? Actually, hold on. What was the release date on this? I think it was like September. So in the span of 3 months, Mortal Kombat and Street Fighter both dropped a new game, and both of them were really good. And I mean, fighting game fans are still about to be riding that high. I have it pre-ordered. It's not out until the Friday after this coming Friday, but Tekken 8 is coming in less than a couple weeks. And this shit's going to be very good. Like, all the previews are saying this is going to be one of the biggest fighting game releases ever, like in the history of the genre. Tekken 7 is my personal favorite fighting game ever. So we're playing this on the 25th for stream, by the way. Be here or sorry, be there is the phrase, or be square. This came out. This was fine. For my money, this game got a lot of shit, and a lot of it is earned. Because this game is not that great. But it's not that bad either. Honestly, the biggest sin that Starfield commits is being a Bethesda game in 2023. Or be Sphere. We'll go with that, sure. Starfield's not even like... It's not a worse game than Skyrim. It's not a worse game than Fallout 4. It's just the same game as Skyrim or Fallout 4 in 2023. Like, that was the biggest problem with Starfield. I only played 30 hours of it. Do you know why I only played 30 hours of it? It's because I did modded Skyrim for stream, like, a month before this came out, kind of just in the hype of it. And so I had already played so much like Bethesda RPG right before, and this was the exact same. So it was still fine. But it just... yeah. This game gets a lot of shit it deserves. Like, the loading screens are ridiculous. It's bloated. The planets... there was no reason to have that many planets if they were going to be just empty and there for resource farming. It has problems, but it gets more shit than it deserved, if you ask me. I played a good bit. Oh, you know what came out? 2.0 update / expansion, full story expansion for Cyberpunk. Turned the entire game around. This game is good now. The game was like okay before, like launch version up until 2.0. It was like an okay game. With 2.0 and Phantom Liberty now, this is a great RPG. This is a really good game now. That was a big one that I keep forgetting about because it was an expansion / like overhaul. But man, that was great. What else? I'm missing some. Like, I know that I played more that I'm not even bringing up still. What am I missing? AAA gaming in 2023 was just like on another level. Oh, a lot of the stuff that I'm missing because it wasn't on PC. Tears of the Kingdom came out last year. Spider-Man 2, which people seem a little mixed on. I haven't played it, but that came out. Mario Wonder. I played a little bit of that. That was pretty good. I forgot. Jedi Survivor came out last year. I 100%ed this on stream when it came out. Not achievements. I'm missing a lot of achievements, but like save file 100%, I got it. Metroid Prime Remaster. I played that on stream when it came out. I haven't played it yet, but Hi-Fi Rush came out last year. One that I did play. Liza P came out last year. This was pretty good. I sunk a good 25 hours in. I never finished it, but I liked this. There's a whole lot that I didn't play last year that people really liked, and it genuinely felt like I didn't play a lot of stuff last year because I just didn't have time because I was playing all the stuff that I was. Like, there wasn't even enough time in the year for me to play everything I wanted to as it was releasing. All right, anyway, let me do this next mission. How do I Is there a part here? Is there a hidden part? Oh, there is. The hidden part is in a hatch in the ceiling. Oh, have I gotten this one before? Oh, there's two. There's a headpiece and a gun in this mission. Okay, here's the issue. Here's the problem. This walkthrough is super long. And for the hidden part, the headpiece, he's like, oh yeah, in that room that I first mentioned. So I have to actually go and read the full walkthrough, which is a goddamn encyclopedia. If you want, I have a guide. I don't know. I would still have to watch the whole video. It might be easier to understand in video form. Oh, hold on. Okay. Here we go. There is a room where there are pods that will come back while you're killing them. And there's a secret part that can be gotten by shooting a vent in the ceiling. That is the first one. Wait a second, there's 4 hidden parts on this mission? Oh, sweet Jesus. We might have to play this more than one time. Let's just start there. Let's start with getting the headpiece. How about that? I'll go back and read it
A few hours ago,
for the second part once I have the first one secure.
Set up to monitor operations at all of our AI-controlled fortresses. The cause remains unknown.
You guys were not joking when you told me that Silent Line was going to be like one of the worst 100% out of the Armored Core games.
From mobile defense units to stationary
It is rough
devices.
once you actually like finish the campaign and start doing all the extra stuff. It's like, oh my god, this game doesn't end.
To those facilities where the problem is most widespread, but the initial feedback we're receiving from them is not encouraging. Fortress NK-432 is the facility proving most difficult to
Oh wait, I
capture.
missed.
One attempt already failed, and we're hesitant to squander more of our assets
Hold
on
on.
another try.
One of the best games ever came out last year and no one's talking about it.
That only a Raven can offer. Please head to the fortress and destroy the AI mainframe computer. A Raven familiar with the facility will accompany you.
Why does it require me to be signed in to view the store page on Steam? Because I can't see it on browser because my Steam isn't logged in on my browser right now. But I can see from the description that it is a... Please don't ban me. I can start to get an understanding of what this is. 'Twas a joke. I'm assuming this is just some random game that's like on the front page of Steam. There are a lot of blurred images on Google. You know, safe search is kicking in when I look at this game on Google. I don't know why that might be. Just for the sake of it. If I need it, I'll look at it. Rogue Trader's better than Baldur's Gate 3. I'll believe it when I eventually buy it on sale and play it. It's an 18+ game. It would seem to be an 18+ game. Just a hunch. What would make you think that? That's crazy.
Split up.
I don't have an arm blade.
It's controlled by the computer.
It's this mission. Oh, I got this.
Roger.
No, I don't. I need an arm blade. I can't even shoot that panel. I was just gonna tough it out for a run. I need moonlight or something. Whatever I can carry with the weight right now. Don't look at the debt. It's not important. Rogue Trader seems good. At least from what little I've seen and heard. To be honest, it probably like flew under the radar the way that it did just because it's Warhammer. Put a text guide in Discord. It might be the one that I'm using. Is it the same one? It is the same one. Yeah, that's the one I've been using for all of these. Did I just select the wrong mission? I did. The description for all of these parts are very long. They are so long. It's because there's 4 of them in one level, man. There's a lot of walkthrough to read for this one. The only flaw of Rogue Trader is that you need to read a lot. So if you don't like to read, I'm fine with reading
Computer lies deep within.
when I'm playing games normally, but for stream it can be bad because my throat can dry out and I can start to hurt my voice real quick when there's too much reading. Gotta be a fast reader. I'm a pretty fast reader. But when I am reading fast, I'm like skimming. Aha, I would have never thought to shoot that. Okay. I can fly. It's fine. I've got it under control. Silent Line is part heavy. Yeah, and the part that sucks is that most of these parts are like redundant. They're just not really worth using. I'm really just doing them for the percentage, right? Like it's exciting when it's a bunch of really good parts, but that's not really the case in Silent Line. Where I put the second set of stars, find a hallway to go back down. In the walkthrough, son of a bitch. Or is it on this weird little map that he made? I can't. What? I can't even find his second set of stars in his written walkthrough. Hold on. Okay, go to the next hallway, open another sealed door. There's a gun battery behind the door. Oh my god. Remember when I said that a lot of these old, like, guides for getting all the parts and stuff can be kind of shit? Like, there's so much information here, but this specific portion is laid out much more poorly than the rest of his walkthrough is, to the point where I genuinely, like, can't even get an idea of what he's trying to explain. I feel like the only way I could is if I read it bit by bit as I played through the mission. Like, that's the only way I would actually be able to keep track of this. All right, I'm just gonna big nuts this one. And I'm gonna just go with, he says that there is a hallway. Oh my God, dude. The damage. There is a hallway and there's a side room in this hallway. And in that side room is a ton of boxes. Oh, those are shooting me. This is one of those really sadistic missions in this game too. Ow. Yeah, we're off to a great start. Wait. Why do you look weird? You're shitting me. What have I found? Is this like a shortcut? Oh. I think this is a shortcut. Oh, it is. What? Why wouldn't... Does it only open from this side? Why wouldn't he just tell me to use this to not have to deal with those giant gun batteries? Is it down here? Like if I don't hit the target? Oh, it is down here. Okay. This is what I'm looking for. I can only shoot the boxes that don't have red triangles. Oh, the stacks, because they have like chain reactions. The part is like at the back of this room. Got to be on the other side in the corner. Oh, there is an open corner. Have I gotten this part before? I would assume it would be back here. Did I get this part before? No. There's no way that I have. Because I remember when I was playing normally and I found this room and I blasted the entire thing. To the back of the room. Those two boxes? What about them? Oh wait, these? Son of a bitch.
AC part acquired.
Some secrets are maybe too secret. I say. Hey, is there any red on that one? There's not. Uh-oh. I've been blessed. That was merciful. Okay. Kill the AC at the end with your friend surviving. You guys, I'm gonna keep it a buck, right? I don't think this is going to be a successful run of this mission. My health is not too healthy right now. It's not looking too good. And I know that this mission is one of the hardest ones in the game. And I might have even gone into the wrong door. Time will tell. I did. Mech guy is spending too much time in jets. Because I'm not mech guy. Despite what false might say. I am just gamer. Mech, no mech, doesn't matter to me. I'm not picky. Don't shoot me in the ass. They shot me in the ass.
Energy surge detected. Move fast.
Come on. I need out. I need the door to open. Okay. Yeah, that last part, that last part's gonna have to just be a run of its own.
Controls on the wall to open the gate.
This room is a bit of a crapshoot.
Do you copy? I can't advance until you've destroyed the controls.
Shit. Fuck. It's so Jover.
I'm under attack. Hurry!
Oh, okay.
Defense is damaged. Cannot continue combat.
They shot in your ass. That one's too wild. I'm not going there. I had a funny response. That one's too wild. I'm holding my tongue. I'm learning to be quieter and more mature in my old age. Maturity is not never thinking those thoughts. It's never speaking them. That's all. That is all. Having to do all 4 at once. Thankfully, we can just repeat it. The part that sucks.
Combat system engaged.
Okay, well, if I can skip the gun battery room
Computer lies deep within.
with that shortcut, that would be pretty great.
You'll cover ground faster if you split up.
That secret shortcut, the Dark Souls-y shortcut that I randomly found
Fort is controlled by the computer.
when I
Advance
thought
with
I was finding the hidden parts.
Roger.
I had a funny moment just this morning, actually. This is a completely random thought. Somewhat, no, it's somewhat relevant. I needed the energy. I had someone comment on the Metal Gear Solid video this morning, and they were like, when I think of PS1 games, they listed a bunch of them, but one of them was Armored Core. And I was like, oh, look at that. Armored Core fan spotted. And then I realized that it's probably just a returning viewer from the Armored Core stuff. Oh, that's an obvious. You can go this way. Never cracking out a laugh. Oh, for like if someone else were to say those thoughts. You could probably say that that is also maturity, yeah. So yeah, you can skip the gun battery and ceiling turret room, and honestly, that's gonna help a lot with the whole AP problem that I'm having on this mission. Because this mission is super long and super full of shit that deals a lot of damage. Yeah, I'm gonna try to finish it once. Obviously, if I can do it without Eclair dying at the end, that's great. But on this run, just getting a run in where I grab the headpiece and weapon tucked in the back here would be nice. That's like all I need from the first go of it. The guy has a suggested build for doing it like with high AP at the end, so I might try it. His suggested builds have not always done me right. Sometimes I haven't liked them very much and I'll just go away from them, but sometimes they can be super helpful. So I'll at least give it a shot. The fact that he like just gives specific builds that are made for whatever particular challenging bit you might be doing is really nice. Oh, and I'm facing the wall. This was the right door, 100%. Oh yeah, because I never broke the panel on the other side. You see, we have a much better amount of AP this time around. Please. No back shots this time. Thank you. Yes, I know what I said. I didn't mean for it to come out like that, but it came out like that.
Surge detected. Move fast.
Sometimes it happens to the best and the most mature of us. No, door, please, open. Whoa. That's a very scary sound. You can shoot the locks out.
Destroy the controls
Or wait,
on the
you can
wall.
shoot the locks from out of the room for that part? For what part? Oh, you mean
Do you copy?
just shooting the locks on the
Advance until you've
doors?
destroyed the controls. I'm under attack. Hurry!
That? I don't like that one being right there. That's a little scary.
Lock released. Moving up.
We're in. Oh, where I was right there. Oh, shit.
Raven, I'll destroy the controls here.
Why?
You should open the gate. Hang in there.
My AP is diminishing. Rapidly, please unlock this door. Help. Help.
The gate should be open. Move up.
An unmanned AC. Raven.
I think I've got this. Maybe. Oh, ow. Oh, no. Oh, that's really bad. I'm getting shot through the pillar.
Cannot continue combat.
Oh. The burnout killed me. I had my orbit out for too long. Missiles are great in this game. You know what's better? You know what I find to be the strongest of the back weapons that I've tried? Because I sure know, and a lot of people in chat probably know, that it's that goddamn chain gun that has no reason to be so powerful. But man, this thing good. And I can throw on armor extension just for the tankiness. It must work. The chain gun just has the most ridiculous DPS. Like if you're in a room where it's like pretty enclosed like that and you can just burn through their AP super fast, it just works. So how do you do this without Eclair dying? Because you never even see her. How does that work? How do you...
Combat system.
Is she already dead by the time that I get there? Like what is the...
The mainframe computer lies
What's the
deep
deal with
within.
that bit at the end, huh?
You'll cover ground faster if you split out. The entire fort is controlled by the computer. Advance with care.
I have no idea how that is like really supposed to go. Wonderful. She gets in that final room after you. Oh, so I wasn't even close to killing the guy, is what you're telling me. I forgot to grab the headpiece, but I can grab it on the way back. I won't forget. I say so confidently, knowing myself and the ways that I am. Shit. There. Beautiful. I'm playing a little too loosey with it. She just loses AP in the part where you need to destroy the locks in the fight. Like in the background, she's just like her AP is going down the longer I take. Great. What was the last like hidden part requirement? It was just to finish while killing 30 enemies. I'd have to like clear the whole map and stay above half AP. I'll do a separate run for that part for sure, because I do not have confidence in myself doing it on this go through. Box, did I not grab the head? Forgot the box, son of a bitch. What did I say? Oh, that hurts. Oh my God. I should have gone back and grabbed it. Like, just the first time that I said it. I knew better. I mean, I even said, knowing myself, I will immediately forget. I can say it out loud every time. It doesn't mean I'm gonna remember shit. Oh, that sucks. That one hurt. Why are they so powerful? I don't know. I don't know why. It's because Silent Line is crazy. Like, this is... I don't know. This is... maybe the... maybe the second hardest Armored Core? I'm kind of debating in my head. I think it's safe to say that Last Raven is the hardest. Like, all around. But Silent Line could only be the third. In all honesty, the third hardest. Because Verdict Day is pretty hard. I'm sure that with a second person, Verdict Day is not that bad. But playing it solo for the review, that's a damn hard game.
AC part acquired.
100% is near Last Raven. Yeah, Verdict Day I think was harder to just play through once than Silent Line. This 100%ing Silent Line is much more of a problem because the game's already hard. Like, I would say it's the third hardest for sure. Like, it's at least third hardest of the franchise. But when you add in, like, doing all these missions that are like, oh, do it while killing every enemy and only losing half of your AP, things get really ridiculous. People have managed to get the multiplayer working. I know. The thing with the multiplayer in it, do they have matchmaking working on it? Because I think it's like you have to use like the Discord server pretty much to actually organize a lobby of it. I think it's all working off of peer-to-peer. I don't know. Maybe they did get like the full social systems working and everything. I'm just not super in the loop on it. Getting all S ranks for one weapon? That's not a thing, is it? That's a joke? That's a haha? Is that a thing in Silent Line? If it is, tell me right now that it's a portable item that's not in the PS2 version. PSP exclusive. Whew. I was like, please tell me this is portable edition, because I'm not strong enough for that. I score like a 9 out of 10 pretty easily on the patience scale. I do not have the fortitude for that shit. Actually, maybe I do. I S-ranked all of DMC2 on normal mode recently.
I can't advance until you've destroyed the controls.
Maybe I have an even better patience score than I think.
I'm under attack. Hurry!
Shit, I saw it right as it was about to hit me. Oh my god.
Lock released. Moving up.
Oh, you're shitting me. How does one grade patience? I genuinely have the patience
Raven,
of like a Zen monk.
Open the gate.
It's not portable only.
Hang in there.
No, you're shit posting. I'm a very patient person, exceedingly so. But some games really push it.
Move up.
Silent Line's been doing it. Hello? I got this, right? Oh my god, I don't have my OP Intensify on. Oh, and yeah, I forgot to put the orbit away.
Defensive damage. Cannot continue combat.
All right, I was like, where is my chain gun? Why can I not equip my chain gun? And then it hit me that I wasn't kneeling. I was using actual, oh my god. Ever since I changed my core, like at the beginning of the stream, I have been rocking with no optional parts. I forgot to go equip them. This part's gonna kill a lot of runs. Well, this should make things better. Oopsie intensify. For the uninitiated, this part
Combat system
basically turns you into like a superhuman
The main
pilot.
computer lies deep within.
I have all the upgrades for the part. Like it's very, very, sorry, let me rephrase. It makes a crazy difference
Advance with care.
in terms of just the raw power of your AC. And I have not had it equipped at all this stream.
acquired.
Like since the very beginning when I first started messing with my build, it unequips whenever you change your core part. So it unequipped from my build, and I just never re-equipped it. Check Discord. That's for the that's for portable, I swear. Guide is from 2003. I can't see that. I think this is a troll. That's what I think. That's what I think. If that's actually something that I have to do, I mean, a lot of the missions, you end up getting S ranks just from doing the hidden parts anyway, with the way that they are. You know, with some of them being like, yeah, kill everything, don't take much damage. Like, I'm gonna get a lot of S rank along the way, but to actually have to S rank the entire game for a part, to like go from 99 to 100%, if that's a thing I have to do, man, that's gonna be painful. Did I grab this? Did I yoink this? I did. Man, even just that doubled like booster capacity, you have to S rank it all? There's no way. This is collective trolling. It would have come up sooner if that was the case. There's no way that this hasn't come up until now, and it's true, right? I would have heard about this sooner.
Energy surge detected. Move faster.
Uh-oh. This has to be a group effort on the trolling right now, I'm convinced. You can't tell me otherwise until my 100% guide brings it up. I don't believe you.
Raven,
Bunch of bitches. That's what I think.
I can't advance until you've destroyed the controls.
Trying to put the fear of God in me, that's all.
I'm under attack. Hurry!
Whoa. Ow. These lasers really hurt. Oh my god. A lot. They hurt a lot.
Released. Moving up.
Oh, and I did that to myself. There's one in the door. I knew it. I remembered right at the last second. Came up sooner, you always forgot. No, no, no. Specifically what was said when we were talking about S ranks once upon a time
That should open the gate.
was someone was like, do you need all S ranks? And I was like, I don't know if I do. And someone else was like, no, you don't like outright need all S ranks to 100% it, but because of the way that the hidden parts are, you'll end up getting most of the S ranks just to get the individual parts for 100%. And I was like, oh, yeah, that makes sense. That's what came up before. I know what came up before. You don't need them in 3. We talked about Silent Line too.
Move up.
Because I know that we talked about them in both. In 3, it's just like, yeah, you don't need them. Here, it's like, you don't, or at least what I was told is that you don't outright need them, but you'll end up getting most of them in the process of 100% anyway, just to get the individual parts. Just let me finish this. Oh my god, my movement.
Raven, I'm here.
Help me, Eclair! He's going to kill me. Oh my god, we got him. And Eclair is alive. Chain gun for the win. The chain gun has the crazy DPS that I needed for that. If I hadn't taken so much damage in that laser room again, it would have been fine. That thing will just melt off like half of my AP every run. Or maybe the guy Chole spoke with months ago was wrong. I love how that's a C rank when I got like 3 of the hidden parts of the 4 on the mission. We're not done with the mission. I got mail. Oh, Claire probably died before when I did that. Search for a cause. Thank you for helping us regain control of the fortress, Raven. The number of affected facilities continues to rise, and we're still not certain. I never even completed that mission before. We're still not certain what the final tally will be. On a more positive note, our investigators have narrowed down what they believe to be the cause of the malfunction. A powerful override signal, the source of which is still unknown. They're running a trace right now and hope to have the point of origin pinned down soon. On top of all of this, the citizens of Laird have seen fit to take advantage of the current chaos and are attempting to gain control of the city. There's a sense of change in the wind, and we're not at all certain it's a change for the better. Yeah, I failed that mission enough times playing through the campaign that it just moved on. That was a difficult mission, Raven. I can't believe we both made it out alive. I hope you will keep me in mind the next time you need a partner, and thanks again for watching my back. Blah, 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 blah. You need to kill 9 drones in the first drone room? 9? Okay. So, hold on. Let me just make sure. Because the weapon arms are the ones that I just want to be absolutely sure that I got. Even though I should have gotten it if this guy is telling the truth. They are called the Titan 4s. Ah, I have the Titan 4s now. Okay. Finish the mission with high AP and kill about 30 enemies. What are stealth missiles? The part that you get rewarded with says back unit stealth missiles. What does that mean? That's a whole lot of nothing. Anyway, let's put together the recommended. This is what he says is good for doing this. REGG. Holy thick boy. Harpoon legs. Where are the harpoon legs? Is it a tank? We're not doing this in a tank, are we? Oh my god, it's a tank. All right, we're doing it with tank legs. Watch my guide for... They do the low damage thing. The SRA02. I don't think I have that. And I'm crazy in debt. It's an FCS. It's a secret one, apparently. You know what? The FCS probably isn't that important. I'm sure he has it for a reason. But I'm going to go on the assumption that Old Faithful will work. The ROZ. I feel like the ROZ is like the only generator worth using in this game. That's a crazy amount of cooling. No inside part. CSS. Oh, yeah, these. The CNG 500. The CNG 500. What is the CNG? Not a weapon I have. Hold on. CNG 500? Not a part that's available to me either. Is that a... Hold on. What are you? I'm Googling. He's using seemingly a good handful of hidden parts. Oh my god, it's a back weapon. It's the chain gun, and I'm stupid. Ignore me. Isn't it the machine gun? No, it's the back chain gun. I'm just dumb, and I read it as arm weapon. I don't have the 500, but I'll assume the 300 will do. CWR M70. Do I have the... I do have the M70. So we're using mid-size rockets. The finger. Do I have the finger? I don't think I have the finger. I would know. I don't have the finger. How do I get the finger? Acquisition. Oh. Have I not cleared the arena? Oh. Oh. Well. Hold on now. There's work to be done. Tried and true combat tactics have enabled this pilot to maintain his place among the arena's best. His AC is equipped with a variety of weapon types which he uses to great effect. He anxiously awaits the day he and Shatter meet face to face. Yeah, I gotta kill Mobius. It's your favorite part? Well, I remember saying now that I wanted to like spread it out. But if being the 9-breaker gets me the finger, then I'll do that real quick. That's worth it. There's still extra arena apparently in this game. That's the good stuff. Machine guns in this game, man. But even better, the chain gun. That's the real good shit. This chain gun is insane. Why can't the arena in 6 be this good? The arena in 6, the AI should have been better. The builds should have been better. 6's like NPCs, like they all have builds that are cool, but none of them have like synergized builds. Oh, this is gonna bring me out of debt. This is gonna fix our debt problem. I see you finally reached the point where you are ready to challenge me. Many others have tried, but none of them were up to the task. I hope you will prove different. Watch this. Exceed orbit. Chain gun. Yeah, I'm out of debt, officially. One arena match. The late game arena just pays out such an absurd amount that one match put me from negative 200,000 to 350K. Insanity. Mobius. Secure in his position at the head of the arena, Mobius's only motive for continuing his training is to ensure that the skills which brought him this far do not diminish. Those who have tried to unseat him quickly learned why he is ranked number 1. He's got the scary ass grenade launcher. I gotta stay the hell out of that thing's way. I do this, I get the finger, we're in the money again. I kind of want to know where the bigger chain gun is now. I didn't know there was a bigger chain gun. Like, it's this chain gun, but 500 instead of 300. So now I'm over here thinking, how do I get my hands on the improved chain gun? And he's a pushover. At least Chain Gun Exceed Orbit just cooks any other AC in this game. It really does. It's kind of ridiculous, actually, how strong that combo is. It's Mobin time. I'll be fair, and I'll let you have that. Another 800k payout for that one. That chain gun, it's so broken. It's so, like, absurdly strong. Congratulations on your victory. You are now the arena's top-ranked pilot. A reward has been prepared for you in recognition of this incredible achievement. Please check your garage to receive the MWG MG finger right arm part. We hope that you will find this gift useful. Keep up the good work, Raven. I am using Human Plus, yeah. Because of course. Were you here when I realized that I hadn't been all day? Were you present when I suddenly had the light bulb moment there? Sorry, this was for the tank build. Give him the finger. Just a normal sentence that I speak. It's about on par with most of the shit that I say. All right. I'm genuinely very curious about if we complete the Defend Solar Power Plant mission in less than 4 minutes, I can get the improved chain gun. So let's give it a shot. Where is that mission? Defend Solar Power Plant. I'll find it. Hold on. Defend Solar Power Plant. There it is. Complete this in 4 minutes and I get myself an improved chain gun.
We've just received word
apparently.
The detachment of Crest forces is en route to one of our outlying solar power conversion plants.
Oh, is it the one with the satellites?
Operated facilities in the region rely on this plant for their energy needs and will go offline if Crest's attack succeeds.
Uh-huh.
Total loss of power at any of these facilities, even for a brief amount of time, would leave them vulnerable to subsequent attacks and render years of research worthless.
Uh-huh.
We must avoid this eventuality at all costs.
Uh-huh.
Take up position at the plant and prevent its destruction. Credits will be deducted from your reward to cover any damage repair costs.
That's fine. I'm suddenly rich again thanks to the arena. My debt is gone. I'm actually a millionaire now. In 2 arena matches, I went from 200k in debt to millionaire.
Enemy targets approaching. Raven, avoid damaging any of your opponent's assets.
Man, Human Plus is a game changer. Just the amount of flying I can do as soon as I equip this. OP Intensify is really a godsend for 100%ing Silent Line. I can't believe I hadn't been using it all day. No wonder the game felt more difficult than usual. I was like, I don't remember Silent Line being this hard. Like, it's hard, but this is crazy. It's because I forgot about OP Intensify. I have no idea if I'm doing this fast enough, by the way. I should maybe just be using the chain gun. That'll get it done quicker. How did they get inside? This is kind of a weird twist to throw at me. Oh, it's this mission. With all the fire. Great. It's a good thing I'm in a big old mech with a good radiator. Chain gun bullets are really expensive though. So maybe I should chill with it until it's like a target that warrants it. I'm blowing shit up, it's fine. I can afford it. I am the 9 breaker. I got it like that from all of my arena experience. Man, now from earlier, I actually got a comment earlier this week when someone brought up, like, I wish Formula Front might be canon earlier this stream. I got a comment earlier this week on the Formula Front video saying that they wish that Formula Front was canon, and honestly, I agree. Because the idea of the arena being like this televised sport that's kind of just like rock'em sock'em robots in a way, like this really weirdly like cheery sport. I don't know how better to describe it. It's like a really goofy idea, but I like the idea behind it. That outside of all the normal gritty war stuff going on in the Armored Core universe, there's also a lot of that where they just have ACs fighting purely for entertainment. And it's just this whole professional sports league, kind of like the NFL or some shit. I love the idea behind it. I wish it was canon just because like the comedic value of it is there. Oh, let's go. I was fast enough. I honestly didn't think I was. So now we go to the tank. Is it actually better, or is this gonna be like a trade-off? I thought so. Less ammo, or sorry, less damage per shot for more ammo. The ammo is more expensive per shot on this too. Where is the... Is there not a fire rate measurement in this game? I feel like I asked this recently. Oh, it's reload time. The same fire rate. So yeah, this just has... The upgraded one, in quotes, has less DPS, but more ammo for like the course of a mission. So it's got a trade-off, but it might be... It'll probably be better in a lot of situations. Oh, arm shield would be huge. And then like the damage reducing parts. This and the turn speed one, he says. This is what he says is the best for doing the crazy mission and killing everything while keeping your AP high. So we'll run it. I'm not normally a tank guy until like way later, but we'll try. I should drop a save. I've made progress. You know what? I should go buy stuff before I start bleeding cash on this mission too. I'm gonna go spend all my money. I'm gonna invest in a bunch of new parts before I start losing a shit ton while doing this. I think that is a very smart play. Just making sure. Bought all the core. I think I bought all the frame parts. Yeah. Couple new boosters that I don't have. That one FCS that I don't have. A generator. No radiators. Inside parts. I've got a great part collection, actually. I'm way further along than I thought in terms of collecting all the purchasable stuff. Am I broke now? We're broke now. We're down to the weapons, though. Like, everything outside of the weapons I've purchased. Which is kind of huge. I'm glad that I thought about that before I start just hemorrhaging credits on this, this mission. We're at 51% on the total completion. Silent Line is a grind fest. And if the S rank thing is true, then at the end there's going to be some bullshit for sure. But who knows? Maybe there's like just easy S rank builds for everything. I mean, there's definitely is. It's just figuring out what it is for each thing.
Engaged.
All right.
The mainframe computer lies deep.
Rolling up in the tank. He had like a little thing where he said,
You'll cover ground faster if you split up.
okay. Kill the pods with your chain gun.
Entire force
Kill the
controlled by
patrol MTs with your chain gun and exceed orbits.
Roger.
Ooh, whoa. Don't kill the final AC, just kill the mainframe with your finger. So the chain gun is actually like my main weapon for this. It seems like it. Make sure you kill a couple extra pods in the first room with them. So. The shit show starts now, everyone. Appears to be for portable only? Okay. That's good. I will not complain. If you don't A rank at all, will you be happy? I will be. If it's 100%, it's 100%. I would have done it in AC3, but I don't want to do it because it sounds like hell. Why are we locked on to that? So far, very little AP lost, I gotta say. This guy might be onto something with the insane bullet sponge build here. It might just work. I'll kill some more pods just while I'm rolling through the room again. It works out doing it that way. I'm not like taking the time to really linger in there. I'm kind of just blowing straight through, but picking up some eliminations along the way. And the fact that I don't actually have to fight the final AC is huge too. Oh, we're making the progress. We're really cooking now. Oops. I forget that it's going to be on the left side instead of the right with that one.
Energy surge detected. Move fast.
Shit. I'm moving as fast as I realistically can. Okay.
Destroy the control
You know,
center
for
wall
already
to open
being
the gate.
here, things are looking up
Raven, do you copy?
potentially.
I can't advance until you've destroyed the controls.
Come on.
I'm under attack.
There it is.
Hurry!
Please don't do that. Oh, I missed one. Oh, shit.
Lock released. Moving up.
Okay, I might have taken a little damage in there. This room, we just get a lot of kills.
Raven, I'll destroy the controls here. That should open the gate.
And then the next room, we don't fight the AC. Just gotta remember. I haven't been keeping count of my kills, but I've killed everything along the way. And assuming I'm gonna get a few more here, I think that 30 is realistic for this run. I think that this is probably gonna be 30.
The gate should be open. Move up.
I think that feels like it could be 30. Like, I'm not 100% certain, but I just wasn't counting. Bro. Jesus Christ, the amount of damage that he does right there. Wow, that might actually screw me out of the deal. That's crazy, the amount of damage that he does. Holy shit. I still made profit. Just completing the whole thing seemingly means profit. I think he dealt too much damage. I actually think that's what screwed me, was the damage at the end. I'm gonna count out the kills this time as well. I'll do that this run. Just to see. $50% required? I think so. It says high AP, it doesn't say how much. I know that I was below 50%, but I don't know the exact amount that I need to have at the end.
Deep within.
Because 50% on this build would be...
You'll cover ground faster if you split up.
let's see, 9,400 would be
The entire force
4,700, roughly, would be my halfway. I know it's a little over, but yeah, 4,700. I was at like 4,000. I'm gonna say that I got screwed up on the damage, and yeah, the lasers in that room as well. But if I make a mistake in like predicting the lasers in there, or if I like have a lapse in judgment while going through or something that causes me to get hit a lot, then like I can't quickly evade out of it with this build. That's 5. That was the 5th pod. 6. 7. Oh shit, I forgot the lock. That's embarrassing. Do doors count as kills? No, definitely not. Hello, Waffle. Welcome to hell. I mean, Silent Line 100%. What did you hear? So that's... Shit, I lost count. Was that 9? 9? There's one more drone in the room. The drones in there are infinite spawn. That's the infinite spawn room of the mission, which is real fun. I think that was 9 enemies so far. I'm gonna go on that assumption. I think I killed 7 drones. Oh wait, the turrets would count, so 11, 12. 13, 14. Let's go for 15. I don't know if I need that many, but this is the infinite spawn room. And I'm gonna go on the assumption that I'm gonna not mess up on the laser this time. So we're at a nice solid 15 enemies. 15 of 30 at this point puts me in a pretty nice spot where it might be more than I need, but like getting extra kills can't hurt unless I just take a shit ton of AP damage. So that's 17 kills. 30 kills on this mission, and like assuming 50% AP is the requirement. What an insane requirement. 20. All right. This room, we can take it very
Destroy the controls on the
slowly.
wall to open the gate.
Once I know for sure that I'm somewhere that is safe,
Copy. I can't advance until you
don't
destroy the
push my
controls.
luck.
I'm under attack. Hurry!
Eclair does not need to live this time. That is not a requirement of the run. Shit, man. There we go. It's the one in the middle that I haven't gotten. That one.
Lock released. Moving up.
Shit. Okay. It wasn't as bad as last time. Get the finger prepared. Moment of truth. Oh no, we're not there yet. Shit, we're not
I'll
there
destroy the
yet.
Controls here. That should open the gate.
21. 22.
Hang in there.
23. I might be pushing it. Like, we're cutting it kind of close. 24. 25. 26. 27. 28. Come on, 2 more. 29. Give me a 30. 30 is here. We're good. We've gotten enough kills.
The gate should be open. Move up.
Okay. Speed run and hope that we don't take too much damage while doing it. Don't laser blade me like that. Oh, we took so much less damage that time.
Combat
What?
system disengaged.
He was nowhere near as aggressive. That should easily be the hidden part. There's no reason that that wouldn't be, to my understanding, unless the requirement for AP is super high, and somehow that's still only an A rank. That's not even an S. Could you imagine if I do need to do all S ranks for one last part at the end? There. That's an awful one. The crazy thing is, in this whole stream, hidden parts wise, I got 2 missions checked off the list because those 2 missions were so brutally difficult to get the parts for. I did these 2 today. I did also finish the arena. That's a plus, I guess. I got the 9 breaker status. Zone 1 is clear. I think Zone 1 has the most missions? Yeah. Okay. So for just numerical sake, the max number of missions that I have left, assuming I don't have any of the hidden parts for the rest of them, which I probably do, but let's assume the worst here. We got 7, 12, 16, 20, 23, 26 more missions, and most of them will be nowhere near as bad as the 2 that I did today. Those were 2 really brutal ones back to back. Having those done is definitely a good thing. What's my percentage at in my last minute of the stream? Show me my percentage for the day. 52. I went up 7% today, which is a slow day for an armored core 100%. But I'm just happy to have those challenges out of the way. Extra arena is open now, and there's only 14 of those. Unless there's like really good rewards for those, I'll probably do those after I finish up like the campaign's hidden parts. Because I like the arena, so saving it for last. And I think Silent Line has a good arena. So saving it for last would be great. It's no AC2 arena, but it's good. It's crazy to me how the arena peaked so early on in the franchise. The second game to ever have an arena, I still say, and most people in chat have agreed, is probably the best arena, like overall. Armored Core 2 just had such a banger of an arena. But it is about that time. It's crazy how it feels like I did nothing. It doesn't feel like I streamed for 3.5 hours just because it was all spent on like such a small amount of things, but it shouldn't be that bad going forward, I hope. Will you train an AI as a teammate? A what? Oh, you're right. Project Phantasma was the first arena. Okay, the third arena. My bad. My bad. My bad. Game is too cool now to have a cheesy arena. Yeah. I mean, I'm not even purely talking personality. I think gameplay-wise, 2 and Silent Line are probably the best. 2 is definitely better for me, but Silent Line is a close second, I would say, in terms of just best arena. Maybe 4 Answers is better than I thought it was, but I used so many missiles when I played 4th gen that I kind of just blasted through. So we'll see when I get back to 4th gen. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did enjoy and you haven't done so already, feel free to go ahead and leave a sub. Come back another time. We're doing this. We're doing the Ace Combat games on the hardest difficulty. We're doing the Metal Gear games, 100% on all of those, and we're still very early on that. The DMC games, all S ranks, still relatively early, all things considered for that as well. I'm missing one. Oh, GTA 5. I always forget that one at the end because that's like my little side one that I'm doing like once a week pretty much, but that's a good time too. Feel free to come back for any of that. Also, if you enjoyed and you haven't done so already, feel free to leave a like on the stream. Helps out a lot with algorithm and stuff, so I'd appreciate it. Thank you if you've done so already. Thank you if you're about to do so. If you haven't seen it yet, the Metal Gear Solid video went up on Monday. Seemingly, I mean, I thought it was one of my best videos ever, but just from like performance, because, you know, the more that people like the video, the better it does. It's just kind of how YouTube is. It seems like most people would agree that the Metal Gear Solid video is one of my best, because it's performing very, very well. So if you haven't seen it yet, it's in the pinned message. Well, the whole Metal Gear playlist is in the pinned message. So if you've missed any of those, you can get caught up there. But especially the Metal Gear Solid video, that's the real banger if you haven't seen it yet. But links in the description to anything outside of YouTube that you might be looking for. Twitter, Discord server, TikTok, whatever it might be. It's all there. Other than that, though, once again, I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you always back here next time. I hope you all have a great rest of your day. Thank you for coming to the stream, and goodbye.